Our sages compare what a person learns when he's young compared to when he's old. They say that it's like writing on a clean slate of paper as opposed to a worn out piece of paper. We see that the ability of a child to absorb is much greater than that of a grown up. And I'm telling you, if a person doesn't learn anything, you're saying impossible. Look at children, they want to swallow everything up. As a grown up, how am I different from a child? And why is learning necessary for the development of a child as opposed to a grown up? I mean, there's something without which a child won't grow. What does the learning do? Even animals learn. Even animals. Up to a certain age, everyone learns. Only we go and develop in our learning. Animals, they only learn their environment, themselves and their environment. They're constantly examining how much can they move, jump, get this, get that, this is allowed, this isn't. Their learning is about gathering information about their nearby surrounding world. And man is as if unlimited in his desire to learn, but again, nature aims us in this respect in a very specific way, aiming us to learn this and not that, and to stop doing other things and develop, and we don't even see how much we're controlled by nature in this respect. And we really see it in our times, as we said. Why is it so that a young child perceives much more than an adult, can learn much more? Because he has to go into life. Without a certain amount of information about his life and the environment, he can't exist. And a grown-up, he already understood this. He feels it. He even limits himself. Why do I need so much? As he grows older, he needs a smaller environment, and he exists in that because the broad world no longer interests him. He saw it already, he felt it, he understands it, and he's not expecting anything special to come from it. Can an adult enhance his learning abilities to that of a child? It depends on a person's desire. Nature gives a small child a desire in order to develop him and make him fit for life. And an adult, if he has a certain vision that he's living for, which is above the small environment that he lives in, then he develops limitlessly to the very last day of his life. And it's the right thing to do for an adult to develop like a child. He can develop even more than that. We see it in science. Suppose if a worker or a clerk go on pension at a certain age, scientists, they don't go on pension at the age of 70 or even 80. They're working. Because only till the age of 50 or even more, he acquired his profession, and this is how it's really supposed to be. So what? He acquired his profession and now he goes on pension? Only now he can really realize himself. And therefore he has the desire, the will to live, to discover, to do. Maybe physically he's not that fit, but science, we know that it's something that it's more working with your brains than with your hands. Does the learning ability decrease over the years? Not the passion, but the ability. No. And again, this aside from scientists, it actually depends on the desire. And a scientist that constantly develops himself, his desire is developing, and he can't accept himself as an old man.